Hello, everyone. Welcome to Motion Mic. This is the channel where we talk about real-life challenges in simple English to help you feel confident, understood, and less alone. I'm Jessica.
And I'm Ethan. Today we're talking about a topic many people experience but rarely talk about openly: social anxiety.
Social anxiety is more common than people think. Many assume it's just shyness, but it's much deeper than that.
Yes, social anxiety is not about being weak or antisocial. It's about fear. Fear of judgment, fear of saying the wrong thing, fear of being watched.
Some people feel it in classrooms, some at work, some in social gatherings, and some even while making a simple phone call.
I remember a time when I used to feel nervous before speaking in a group. My heart would race, my hands would shake, and my mind would go blank.
That's something many listeners can relate to. People with social anxiety often know what they want to say, but fear blocks their voice.
And then they blame themselves. They think, why am I like this?
Which is unfair because social anxiety is not a choice.
Exactly. It's a response created by past experiences, fear of embarrassment, or constant self-criticism.
Sometimes it starts after a small incident. Someone laughs at you, corrects you harshly, or ignores you.
And that moment stays in your mind longer than it should.
Yes, after that, every social situation feels risky.
I once met a student who avoided group discussions even though he had great ideas.
What stopped him?
He said, "I'm scared people will think I'm stupid."
That sentence breaks my heart because it shows how social anxiety affects self-worth.
And the truth is, most people are too busy thinking about themselves to judge others that harshly.
But social anxiety makes us believe everyone is watching us closely.
It creates a spotlight that isn't really there.
Another difficult part is that people often say, just be confident.
As if confidence is a switch you can turn on.
Exactly. Confidence grows slowly, especially for someone with social anxiety.
Small steps matter. Saying one sentence, making eye contact for a moment, speaking once in a meeting.
Progress doesn't have to be loud.
It has to be consistent.
I think kindness plays a big role here, especially self-kindness.
Yes, instead of saying, "Why am I like this?" we should say, "I'm trying, and that's enough for today."
Social anxiety doesn't mean you lack ability.
It means you feel deeply.
And people who feel deeply often understand others better.
They're good listeners, observers, and thinkers.
Learning to speak despite fear is a brave act.
And bravery doesn't mean fear disappears.
It means you don't let fear decide your value.
If you're listening and struggling with social anxiety, please know you are not broken.
You're human.
And your voice deserves space, even if it shakes.
Ethan, hearing all this reminds me of a story about a girl named Mira.
What was her story like?
Mira was very quiet. In college, she would sit in the last row, always prepared, always listening, but never speaking.
Let me guess, people thought she had nothing to say.
Yes, but the truth was she had too much to say. Her mind was full of thoughts, but her fear was louder than her voice.
That's exactly how social anxiety works.
Every time the teacher asked a question, Mira knew the answer. Her heart would start beating fast, her hands would feel cold, and she would think, what if I say it wrong?
And then by the time she felt ready, someone else would answer.
Yes, and then she would feel disappointed in herself, even though she did nothing wrong.
That inner pressure is exhausting.
One day, there was a group presentation. Mira was terrified. Speaking in front of people felt impossible to her.
What did she do?
She didn't sleep the night before. She kept imagining people staring at her, judging her English, her voice, her confidence.
Our mind can be very cruel sometimes.
On the day of the presentation, when her turn came, she stood up quietly. Her voice was shaking.
That moment takes so much courage.
She only spoke for 1 minute, just 1 minute. She read from her notes slowly and carefully.
And how did people react?
Nothing bad happened. No one laughed, no one judged. Some people actually listened.
That's the surprising part, isn't it?
Yes. After class, one girl came to her and said, "You explained that part very clearly."
One simple sentence.
And it stayed with Mira for a long time. That day, she realized something important.
What did she realize?
That fear always makes the situation look bigger than it really is.
And that progress doesn't have to be big.
Exactly. 1 minute of courage changed how she saw herself.
Social anxiety doesn't disappear suddenly, but moments like that make it weaker.
And confidence slowly takes its place.
Stories like Mira's remind us that quiet people are not weak,
They are just fighting battles we cannot see.
and every small step they take matters.
Even standing up.
Even speaking one sentence.
Even trying.
Even trying.
After that day, Mira didn't suddenly become confident, but something inside her changed.
Yes, she stopped being angry at herself for feeling afraid.
That's such an important shift. Acceptance before confidence.
Exactly. The next time there was a discussion, she didn't force herself to speak a lot. She just decided to speak once.
Just one sentence.
And when she did, her voice still shook, but she didn't stop.
That's bravery. Not loud bravery, but real bravery.
No one clapped, no one made a big reaction, and not taught her another lesson.
That most moments we fear are actually very ordinary.
Yes, our mind creates a storm, but reality is often calm.
Mira also started writing her thoughts in a notebook.
That helped her organize what she wanted to say.
And slowly, writing gave her confidence to speak.
One day, a classmate asked her for help with notes.
That must have surprised her.
It did. She realized people noticed her intelligence even when she stayed quiet.
Social anxiety often hides ability, not because it's absent, but because it's protected.
That's such a beautiful way to say it.
Over time, Mira learned that she didn't need to be the most confident person in the room,
She just needed to be herself.
and being herself was enough.
There were still days when she chose silence.
And that was okay too.
Because healing is not about forcing change.
It's about allowing growth.
Social anxiety doesn't define who you are,
It only describes what you're feeling right now.
and feelings can change.
Slowly,
Gently.
with patience.
And with self-respect.
Mira also learned something else along the way.
What was that?
That not everyone needs to understand her silence.
That's true. Silence doesn't always need an explanation.
She stopped trying to prove herself to everyone.
And started being gentle with her own journey.
There were days when she spoke confidently and days when she didn't speak at all.
And both days were valid.
One afternoon, during a small group activity, someone asked her opinion directly.
That can feel overwhelming for someone with social anxiety.
Yes, but instead of panicking, she took a breath and said, "I need a moment to think."
That sentence itself is powerful.
It gave her space, and when she spoke, her idea helped the group move forward.
That moment showed her that asking for time isn't weakness.
It's self-awareness. Over time, people started respecting her calm nature,
They saw her as thoughtful, not shy.
and that changed how she saw herself.
Social anxiety often hides ability, not because it's absent, but because it's protected.
That's such a beautiful way to say it.
Social anxiety often teaches us to hide,
But healing teaches us to exist comfortably,
not loudly,
not perfectly.
just honestly.
Mira's journey reminds us that growth doesn't mean becoming someone else.
It means becoming safer within yourself.
And when you feel safe inside, the world feels less threatening.
Even conversations,
Even people.
even yourself.
Thank you for listening to today's conversation on Motion Mic.
If this discussion helped you feel understood or less alone,
Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more real conversations in simple English.
we'll continue talking about life, emotions, and growth, one honest conversation at a time.